Well, that's not the context here. This is talking about any discussion of Israel's right to self-defense erases the colonial context. It's calling Israel a colonial state. So could we just answer my question? Do you agree with this, yes or no?
Senator, I don't claim to be an expert on the Middle East. I don't have the historic or regional expertise.
Sounds like a maybe. That's a maybe? Maybe you agree? Can
No.
we get a yes or a no?
Each say this is a policy question or a question for foreign experts.
That's what I don't understand. By the way, this was written by the director of the center you sat on the board of, that you advised. This is the director, not some random professor, the director, who published it in an open letter. So when you say it's a policy, what's the policy about calling Israel a violent settler colonialist state? Why is that a policy question?
This is going to blow your mind. Senator Josh Hawley just took a Biden nominee to task over a burning issue. We're talking about a heated Senate Judiciary Committee hearing where Senator Josh Hawley confronted a judicial nominee on a pressing and controversial issue, Israel's right to exist. The nominee, Mr. M, was grilled over a statement by the director of a center he previously advised, calling Israel a violent settler colonial state. Hawley demanded a simple yes or no. Does the nominee agree with this characterization?
Senator, that is not a statement that I had any involvement with.
Okay, good. So would you condemn it then? You say this does not represent your views.
Senator, I have no basis as a judicial nominee to cast views on the Middle East or what does or does not happen there.
You're not answering my question. I'm asking you whether this individual who said that Israel was a violent settler colonial state, I'm just trying to get you to say, do you agree with that or not? And I've asked you now 4 different times, 4 different ways. You're not answering me. Why is that? Why can't you just say, no, I don't agree with this? Let's try again.
Yeah.
Do you agree with this statement, yes or no?
Senator, in order to agree or disagree with any statement, I need to have a sufficient factual background to assess it.
So in other words, you can't say whether or not Israel is a violent colonial state. You think that's a difficult question?
Oh, God. That is not an issue with which I have any expertise.
Is the Holocaust also a difficult question? Does that need context?
No.
Is that a policy question?
I am quite happy to address the Holocaust, Senator.
Why aren't you happy to address this then? Why is it that an individual in the center that you directed who calls Israel a violent colonialist state, those are racist comments, why can't you condemn that? I don't understand it. You won't answer my questions, you won't answer Senator Cruz's questions, you wouldn't answer Senator Kennedy's questions. I don't understand why this is complicated.
Senator, I'm Pakistani. I didn't grow up in the Middle East.
I didn't either. I didn't either, but that doesn't mean that I can't say that somebody who says that a Jewish state is a violent colonialist enterprise is wrong. This isn't a policy question, it's a moral question. This is a moral issue.
Senator, I am not in a position to make any policy pronouncements about actions in the Middle East.
Does Israel have a right to exist?
Yes.
Should American Jews be safe in their homes and on their campuses?
Senator, there is
Just
no
yes
one.
or no, please. Spare me the lectures. Yes or no. Did you
course.
advise against this letter? You sat on the advisory board. Did you advise against it?
I never even heard of that letter.
But Mr. M dodged, citing a lack of expertise and claiming he couldn't take a position without more context. Hawley wasn't letting it slide. He argued that it wasn't just geopolitics, it was about moral clarity. If someone calls Israel a violent colonial state, shouldn't we unequivocally condemn that? Isn't it our duty to stand against rhetoric that fosters division and hatred? The nominee's defense: the board met only once a year and focused on academic research, but Hawley countered, saying that being a responsible jurist and citizen means staying informed and speaking out. So what's the takeaway? Hawley's grilling wasn't just a political performance, it was a moral challenge. Clarity, courage, and accountability are non-negotiable, especially for those in positions of power. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Was Hawley right to push so hard? Should Mr. M have taken a clear stance? Drop your opinions in the comments below. Subscribe for more in-depth discussions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.